The U.S. should stop trying to acquire Greenland. We can get what we need without taking over the place. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you receive the insights you must have to better navigate these turbulent times. To be blunt, the effort by President Trump to forcibly grab Greenland is doing his reputation and that of the U.S. no good. The Danes, who own the place, don't want to sell it and never have. We tried buying it back after World War II and got a firm no. Times have changed since we purchased some of the Virgin Islands from Copenhagen back in 1917. Greenlanders don't want to be taken over by us either. To snatch this huge island by force would morally put us on the same low level as China vis-a-vis its conquest of Tibet and its desire to take over the lost province of Taiwan. Russia would delight in using a U.S. takeover of Greenland, ostensibly for our national defense, as justification for its attempt to conquer Ukraine. Moreover, the seizure would fail. Congress, backed by appalled American public opinion, wouldn't let it stand. The president would be humiliated by congressional repudiation. Seizure would fracture NATO, the critical cornerstone of our post-World War II security system. This would realize Vladimir Putin's dream to fatally undermine U.S. security arrangements in order to isolate us and make the world safer for the imperial ambitions of Russia and China. Now, there was a time when a proper, gentle political romancing of Greenland to sever its ties with Denmark and become a full-fledged state might have had a chance for success. The Democrats here would have been delighted. With its far-left electorate, Greenland's 2 U.S. senators would have been Democrats of an ilk that would have delighted Bernie Sanders. Given our caveman approach, however, that possibility is now gone. Moreover, as just about every independent analyst has noted, we don't need to acquire Greenland to maintain and expand our strategic defense interests in the Arctic. America today already operates a space base in northwest Greenland under a long-standing agreement with Denmark. It provides early essential warning radar systems and satellite tracking capabilities. Through NATO, the U.S. maintains strong defense cooperation with Denmark, which includes coordination on increasingly critical Arctic security issues. Denmark has historically been receptive to America's military presence in Greenland. It recognizes the mutual benefits in dealing with the growing threats from Russia and China in an area that is becoming more strategically important as the melting of ice opens up new seaways. Moscow's and Beijing's increasingly menacing Arctic moves are better countered through reinforced alliances with Nordic countries and Canada, rather than through brute territorial expansion. From a practical point of view, current military strategy emphasizes technological superiority, intelligence sharing, and rapid deployment capabilities over physical territorial control. Moreover, Denmark is quite willing to have the U.S. expand its military footprint as necessary. America today has numerous bases around the world, some very sizable, without having to own the actual territory. The Danes would also be open to mineral deals. The fact is that ownership with a sullen population would pose challenges that would get in the way of our core military mission. We needed to strengthen ties with our strategic allies, not unnecessarily alienate them. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.